how are we all doing? I genuinely can't believe I've come out of the house looking like this, but I'm currently sat outside M&S and very awkwardly sat in a car park of people who are also early birds waiting for the shop to open. I have never actually really done a proper shop at M&S before, so I'm quite interested. I didn't really pick up too much because I realised how expensive M&S was, but anyway, I did pick up some new bits. So I got this pasta, which is really intriguing, and I got these pickled red onions, which I absolutely love, and then I got some kefir. I've never had this one before, and then I got some oat bran, which I've never had, and I also got this cashew butter, which is just amazing. If you haven't tried, you have to. I am back, and that felt so good because I got there when it opened. I feel good that I've got it done. I am gonna really try to tackle this next part of recovering, and if you're anything like me and you have been stuck for a while and you have made progress, like I have made progress and I have done so well to get to where I am, but I have just reached a point where I'm stuck and I am not really changing. And while I like to make very nice breakfast and lovely food and whatnot, I still know that I undo all of the work that I put in through food, through other forms of compensation like exercise, and that's been part of my biggest problem. You might not relate to this, but you might, and if you do, I think that you have to start being honest with yourself, and that's what I want this video to be about. We have to start being honest because we know what we're doing, we know what we need to do, but it's a case of doing. It is a little bit later. I'm gonna make some lunch because I am feeling a little bit hungry. I'm gonna make the deliciously Ella peas again because I honestly loved it and I haven't had it since last week and I just really fancy that, so I'm gonna do that. But I have got feta this time, so I'm gonna crumble feta on the top, so I will show you once it's done. I think when you're recovering, you need to start telling people more about the things that you need to do and change because it keeps you more accountable. Because I have always been very stubborn so far on this journey and I've never really told people that I'm going to do this and I need to do this, because that part of me has always kind of been like, oh no, don't do that, because then that's letting people know and letting people in, and it kind of, that's why you become so isolated, because you keep things to yourself and you don't want to express that to other people. But now I'm realizing that I need to express things to people, because if I don't, I'm just going to stay where I am. Don't know what's happening today. You know when you have them days where you just don't look like yourself, and I just don't look the same. I don't know, like I'm sure that so many people struggle with this, but like it's like to the point where I don't even want to go anywhere anymore because I don't feel like myself, and I don't know why. I feel like these are things that aren't spoken about. A little bit later on, I did sit down and try to formulate a little plan that I'm kind of implementing in the next week. So I'm giving myself kind of 4 weeks to try and make some changes, to hopefully see some changes. And yeah, it's gonna be hard, but recovering is not easy, and if it was, we wouldn't be sat here saying this. As promised in my last video, I said that I was going to have a cheeseburger, and I did exactly that. So we did prepare the cheeseburgers at home and I did make them myself, but they were honestly so tasty. We added red onion, chili flakes, parsley and salt and pepper and egg. But yeah, this with a white bread roll. This is not something that I would typically eat, and that's not to say that there's anything wrong with burgers. Honestly, they are actually nutritionally good for us, and we shouldn't be fearing anything like cheese or bread or burgers. Food is something that should be loved, and food is exciting. And think about your future self. Think about how you want your life to look later down the line. Restricting food and compensating and over-exercising now is only going to cause so many issues later down the line. We did also have an eaten mess and made it really fancy by putting it in glasses. And then I did take my makeup off and went to bed because I was feeling really tired and I was just really uncomfortable. Hi everyone. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll end up posting this, but I was gonna not carry on with the video because I was just feeling so flat. But then I thought to myself that I think it's good to show these kind of things because I think that we're all living in such a crazy world, and social media and everything is just, I honestly just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore. I feel so out of place. I just don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's going on anymore. And I don't know if anybody can relate, but I thought that I'd just speak about it because I know that there might be other people out there feeling this way, and I don't want anybody else to feel like they're alone because it can become very isolating when you feel this way because you almost feel out of place, and I don't know, it's weird. I have created a plan, a 4-week plan that's going to hopefully help me to move forward, and I will start another video like with more detail about it, but basically I am stopping exercise for 4 weeks, but I'm still gonna walk and do Pilates because I feel that that's a more gentle approach. So I'm not going to be doing any rigorous or high intensity exercise for 4 weeks, and I am terrified. I need to also ensure that I continue to eat adequate amounts regardless of making changes to exercise, because I think that that's a way that compensation can easily take over, and you can think, well, I'm not exercising now, so I'm gonna have less of that and I'm not gonna have that anymore. And that's the kind of trap that's so easy to become stuck in, and that's not what I want to do. So basically, quick overview of the plan is no running or HIIT training for 4 weeks, and also I've made a plan that I need to go out at least once a week, if not once a week, every fortnight for a snack or lunch or an evening meal, or just to get a dessert or something. But yeah, I think that that would be a good thing to do. And yeah, that's about it really. So I'm gonna take you along this little 4-week journey, and hopefully I can start to move forwards. But yeah, I'm just feeling very uncomfortable in my own skin, and I feel like I just don't look the same anymore. When I look in the mirror, I'm just not the same person. It's really weird. And all of my clothes are just not right anymore. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but anyway, I'm going to shut up because this is going to be too long. I am going to go. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I know it was a short video and not really that exciting. Just remember that it's okay to feel flat and just feel a bit unmotivated, I guess. But yeah, just a reminder. I'm sending so much love, and I'll see you next week. And let's go get this little 4-week journey on the road. Bye.